Hi there, so welcome to this YouTube video. Today I'm speaking about 7 common mistakes singles make online. 7 mistakes singles make online. And why do we need to even talk about this at all? It's because today meeting online is the most likely thing. It's now a very acceptable and normal thing. Online is the new mainline, like I like to say. Online is the new mainline. You know, back in the Bible days, people met a lot at the well. The well was the place to meet in Bible days. The well was the most common place of interest, was the most, was like a center of attraction. So people met at the well. Rebecca was found at the well, that's Isaac's wife. Moses met his wife also at the well. The woman that had 5 husbands that Jesus spoke to, in fact, she was called the woman by the well. She had 5 husbands and she met Jesus at the well. So we all know where she met her 5 husbands. So in other words, meeting online now is very common. So what are the mistakes some singles make in terms of meeting people online? I'll run through 7 of them very quickly. Number 1, common mistake singles make online is putting their pages on private. I can't believe it. You know, I counsel ladies or guys once in a while and they're single and they are supposed to be searching and then their pages are on private, their profile page. In fact, their whole page is on private. And I'm wondering, how on earth can your page be on private and you said you are searching? You have to be accessible, you have to be available. And I always ask them, so why is your page on private? And they say things like, you know, we have stalkers, we have snoopers, you know, there are people, unwanted elements that we don't want in our space. And I tell them, you are focusing so much on the person you are trying to avoid instead of on the person you are trying to attract. You are focusing so much on the person you are trying to avoid instead of on the person you are trying to attract. All right? See, we need to know you. We can't, if people can't marry you if they don't see you, they don't know you. The most common thing people do these days when they see you online or whatever is to go and check your page out to know who you are, to know what you believe in, and to know if they should even bother to have a conversation with you. But when your page is private, it just cuts them off and even makes you look suspicious. It's called social media for a reason. If you are not ready to socialize, you know, you shouldn't be on social media. It's social media, it talks about interaction. So if you're single, you know, and you don't have a serious reason why your page should be on private, please open up your page. Let people see you. You see, the wall that is protecting you from the bad people is also preventing you from meeting the right people, all right? The wall that is protecting you is also preventing you. So, hey, open your page. Maybe that man or that woman you've been waiting for will see your page and check you out. People want to check you out before they interact with you. They want to check, even I as a counselor, there are some cases people bring to me. I just want to check who they are, you know, and what is going on in their world before I give them an answer. So open your page, all right? If you're single, particularly, open your page, all right? Mistake number 2 that singles make online is posting a fake life. One of the things that have come with the social media era is that a lot of people are under pressure to post a fake life. Now, I understand the need for us to put our best foot forward, but there's a big difference between putting your best foot forward and also falsehood. And what a lot of people are doing is actually falsehood. That means they are pretending to be something that they are not. Don't post a fake life. Post the real you. It's important people meet the real you. One of the worst things that can happen is for you to keep posting a certain kind of lifestyle. And by the time people meet you, there's a sharp contrast between who you really are in person and who you have been portraying yourself to be. That just shows deception. That shows you low self-esteem. That shows you don't even like who you are. That's why you're pretending to be somebody else. So it's okay to put your best foot forward, but there's a big difference. You know, it's like the shirt I'm wearing now. You know, I don't wear this shirt every day. I don't wear this shirt every day. However, I did not borrow the shirt. It is my shirt. You know, so I'm putting my best foot forward today, but it is actually me. It's a part of me. But it's a different thing if I'm wearing something or doing something that I'm totally not. You know, that would be a problem. Some people, their profile pictures are very far from who they really are. Everything they are claiming to be online, they are just portraying an image that they are not. It's a great sign of low self-esteem. It's a sign of deception. And when people eventually meet you, on the long run, it won't work for your good if you're planning to meet somebody, because when they eventually meet you, there's going to be a sharp contrast between how you look in person or you know, you've done so much airbrushing, so much photoshopping. By the time they meet you, they're going to be disappointed. They're going to be let down. In fact, I've had cases of where people meet the people, they just pretend as if they're not the ones because the contrast is too sharp. So be you. Be you. It's the real you we want to meet, you know, and don't be afraid of the real you because somebody is going to appreciate that real you. All right. So that's second mistake. Don't post fake. Don't post to have cars or things you really don't have. Just be yourself. We will like you the way you are. Number 3, creating a wrong image. All right, creating a wrong image. You know, sometimes some people, the thing about social media is that it's a good platform to project your positives, but sometimes it also has a way of projecting your negatives. So be careful that you are not painting a wrong image of yourself. Be careful that you're not painting the wrong image or you know, giving a wrong idea of who you are. So be careful of the kind of pictures you are posting. Some people, all the kind of pictures they post are pictures that shows nakedness, shows looseness, shows them clubbing every weekend, every day. They're drinking, they're smoking. You know, things that might, you know, that makes people wonder, you know, what's going on in your world. So be careful that you're actually portraying the right image of yourself. Don't go on social media and start trying to talk to your ex or posting negative things about. You see that a lot. Sometimes you can even tell who the person is addressing. You know, so you see a couple that have maybe they stopped dating or whatever, and they are both posting philosophical advice to each other. You know, don't break somebody's heart if you know you're planning to break their heart. You don't stay if you're not planning to go, and all kinds of funny things. You know, so you know they're just talking to each other. Don't do that. Don't project that image of yourself. Don't post funny pictures. In my country, in Nigeria, if you're a lady and you're always posting pictures of you in a hotel, especially in a hotel bathroom, every day, every weekend, you know, that doesn't speak well of you. It's a wrong image of yourself, all right? We wonder if you don't live at home, if you don't stay at home, do you live in hotels? And in my country, if you're always in hotels, it means you're hooking up with men, different men most likely. So be careful that you're posting the right image, you know, of yourself, all right? Be careful that you pay attention to the kind of attention that you are getting. And be careful not to also post some things that are meant to be for private consumption. Don't post those things, all right? There are some things that are meant to be your private business. It's not everything that is for the world to see, all right? Some matters are meant, some people sometimes don't know where to draw the line. So they want to show everybody everything. When they wake up in the morning, how they are brushing their teeth, how they are dressing up, when they're having their bath, when they are going, you know, it's not everything that's public consumption. Yes, you know, so post the right things. Post the things that give you a right image, all right? Very, very important. Now, next point. Point number 4, not posting enough. That's another mistake people make. Some people don't post enough. Some people on social media, they've still not realized that in our new world, online is now the main line. So you can't be totally inactive online now. I mean, you can't just even afford that, especially if you're a business person or you're a young person looking for interactions, looking for friends, trying to meet new people. You have to be active online. Some people don't post enough. All right, keep posting pictures. I mean, you can't go a whole week, week in, week out, and you post nothing. Post something. It might be a picture of you, it might be a thought you have, it might be something interesting you have seen somewhere, but you know what, engage us. We want to be able to visit your page and get an idea of who you are, get an idea of what you stand for, get an idea of what you believe. So post regularly, post regularly, post regularly. Then also post different kinds of pictures. So if you are, let's say you are a hairstylist, for instance, you can't post only hair pictures and only you in the salon fixing people's hair. We want to know, is there another part of your life, or is this all your life is about? So if you have time to go to the gym, post that. Let's see that, oh, you still find time to work out. If you have time to go to church, post that. Let's see that, oh, you still have time to go to church. The idea is that when I visit your page, I should be able to tell if you are interested enough. I should be able to tell if you are the kind of person I want to interact with. So don't post only one kind of picture. You're an athlete and you just post yourself on the track every day. No, we want to see something else. We want to see your home life. We want to see your relationships. We want to see something else you're interested in. All right, post. If you are somebody that likes books, post what you read on the books. You know, post other aspects of you. There are some ladies that only post things that have to do with their body. And we're wondering, do they have a mind? So what we want to do is that post when you have mental encounters. Can you share with us what you read in the book, what somebody said and the way it touched you? Don't just show your in my country, a lot of ladies somebody just post their face every day. They're just doing the funny things, you know. Want to see other aspects of you, all right? Not just your body and all that. So be diverse, in the kind of pictures that you post. And those of, on your profile page, introduce yourself. When people visit your profile page, so when they visit it, who are you? Can I read your profile page and know who you are? Introduce yourself. If you're a book lover, write it there. You're a bookworm or book lover. If you're a sports lover, football lover, write it there. If you like cars or whatever, write it there. You know, introduce yourself. Let your profile page be a good introduction of who you are, because people visit that page to get a feel of you. Put pictures that look like you. Put pictures that look like you. Don't put pictures that has no link to who you are today, okay? Point number 5, mistakes singles make online is not interacting. Remember, I said it's called social media for a reason. It's because you are meant to socialize on those platforms. So you must interact. You must interact. That means when you follow certain pages and they post interesting things, please comment. Make comments there. Don't just comment those comments that are emojis. You know, that's not enough. We don't get a feel of who you are. Write something, you know, make a statement. Write something that will engage. Ask questions sometimes when you see certain posts. Intelligent questions, smart questions. You see, that is how people will see you, and that is how you will meet other people. Interact. Don't be afraid to interact. So many of you watch, you see certain posts, you have a comment, but you make the comment in your mind and you scroll past. No, write the comment, especially if it's a good comment. Write the comment, ask the question, interact. Don't just interact in your mind. It's called social media so that you can interact. So make comments, put emojis, make postings on your own. Follow certain communities. There are a lot of great communities online today. So follow those communities, whatever is your interest, whether it's cars, sports, religion, spirituality, prayer. There are many pages that are tribes. That's how online is now. We have tribes. So, and it's better for you to marry somebody in your tribe. So follow pages, interact, follow hashtags that relate to you. Nowadays, I've made connections around the world. You know, people I've never met, people of different races and religion. I've made contacts with them because we follow certain hashtags and we interact there. So make those contacts, you would enjoy it, all right? Interaction. Point number 6, common mistakes singles make online. Don't focus on just finding a spouse. Don't focus on only finding a spouse. Some singles make that mistake. They are online just for the singular purpose of finding a spouse. It doesn't work that way. All right. There are a lot of other interesting things to do online. All right. You can develop yourself. You can sell a product. You can meet interesting people, business partners, good friends that will last you a lifetime. Same friends of the same sex. You see, sometimes it might be a friend of the same sex that will introduce you to their brother, their sister, something like that. So you cannot totally orchestrate it by yourself. So, but go there to interact and enjoy the whole experience. Don't be so focused, on just marriage. All right, it makes you miss out on all the benefits that are there, and it even reduces your chances of meeting someone. And if you go all out for marriage, you will find people like you that just want to marry, and you will now speed up the whole process. You will now speed up the whole process because you're not just supposed to meet and start marrying. That's not how it works. You're supposed to meet, develop friendship or relationship. Then you will now know after a while if this is the kind of person you should marry. Just because it's online doesn't erase the process. The normal process, even physically, is you meet someone, you strike some kind of relationship, then you talk about marriage. All right? So being online doesn't eradicate that. You will still meet and strike a friendship before you move to the next thing. So don't just come out, that's why I'm not so much of a big fan of dating sites. I'm not saying it never works, but I'm not just a big fan. All right? I like people to meet, interact, and friendship is a major foundation for a strong marriage. Okay? So don't be so focused on just marriage. And point number 7 is don't believe everything or believe in everything you see online. All right? Believe in everything you see online. There are a lot of fake people out there. You can't just take everything you see at face value. All right? There are a lot of fake people out there. You might not be fake, but there are a lot of fake people out there. So don't just take everything you see on face value or at face value. So when people say there's something, check it out. Give it time. Don't just believe it hook, line, and sinker. Don't just take people's word for it. There are a lot of fake people there. So people pretend or portray that they're something that they're really not. So if somebody begins to talk with you, please take time to screen them. Don't just jump from strangers to marriage. Or you want to visit the person, please don't visit alone the first time. All right? Or the person wants to visit you, make sure there's somebody else around. There have been cases where people have been killed because they traveled from their city to go and visit somebody they met online and they were murdered, they were killed. real life stories all over the place. You know, so there was one even close to the city where I live. The girl was killed. The girl traveled, come and meet the guys she didn't know from anywhere, met them online, and she was killed and they robbed her. So don't go alone, or don't let them visit you when you're alone. And if possible, don't even visit in private. Visit in a public place for the first couple of times so that you get to know the person. All right, and no other people are associated with the person. And if you're even going to meet them or visit them, let people know where you are going. Please, you know, do things right. Don't jump. Don't take people's word for it. Double check everything. Double check everything. When you interact with people and all that, Google their names, search who they are, check if they have any history, check if there's anything about them online. Don't just pour out yourself and start sending money. I've seen people do those kind of things and start doing different things to people. So let's be careful. Let's be double careful when it comes to. And don't fall in love with people's profile pictures. A lot of those pictures don't resemble the real person, don't look like the real person. So take time to meet first. Don't just fall. Some people fall in love with the picture, profile picture. They're already in love and planning the wedding. No. All right, give it time and let the relationship flow naturally. Hope this was helpful. See you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and every other thing you need to do. All right, see you later.